Hello there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I am sharing with you the Freezin Season Add-On Mug die set and some new checkered stencils. So this is the original very cute mug die set. It's got a mug, some layers to go on top of that, whipped cream, the little drink, and you can make a bear face. Then we had an add-on to add a cat face or a dog face to the mug, and that was really cute. So we came out with a new holiday set, the Freezin Season add-on, where you can make a penguin, a deer, and a melting snowman, and that is the Scream and Sugar set that we had for Halloween. I'm going to show you samples of all this at the end of the video so you can see what all those look like. All right, so I have die cut out that mug layer and then taken the penguin die and cut away from that so I can layer this up. So I have got the mug and the outline and the handle from the original set, as well as the whipped cream. And then I'm using the new set to die cut out the penguin pieces and some snowflakes. And I just took a scrap of paper and laid it over where the beak is so I could cut out just the beak in a different color without having to die cut that whole big penguin body. So first, I added to my mug that black outline layer that I die cut from some black glitter paper. And I am making my penguin pink because it's paper and it's fun and I want to make my penguin pink, and so I am. It's just fun. It's a mug also, right? Like they're going to come in all different colors, but you can also obviously make this very realistic if you like. So now I'm adding the layer to the handle. I also did that from black glitter paper. The cheeks and the nose are also glitter paper in pink and white. Speaking of white glitter paper, that whipped cream is also glitter paper, and the whipped cream is from the original die set and it just nestles right in there up against that mug layer. I added some of the snowflakes. Well, it's one snowflake die from this set to decorate that whipped cream. Now let's move on to the deer. So I have die cut the face portion, and then I wanted to show you the three little dies that create the nose and the ears. Then we have a die for each eye, so the eyelashes are opposite of each other. And there's also dies for the antlers, which I die cut from some light brown cardstock. So then you can see here how to put all that together, and next we'll put it together on the mug. So for the top layer of the mug, I used some brown polka dot paper, and then I'm going to show you this little piece right here from the original very cute mug die set. It kind of makes it look like there's a drink in that cup. Now this deer face is going to go right below that top of the cup, and you don't need to put glue on the ears. So learn from my mistake. You don't need that, just on the face because the ears hang off. So take note of that. And then I added my pink glitter nose and the inside of the ears, which I also die cut from some pink glitter paper. I think that touch of glitter on here is so fun. I love different textures on my cards, so having polka dot paper that has a little bit of a raised up texture and glitter paper is just so much fun. And I'm going to add plenty of more texture today in the backgrounds, in which I'll be using the new Checkered Add-On Stencils. I'm super excited about them. All right, so I'm adding on all the things, the handle layer and the antlers, and I'm going to do something special to these antlers, so stay tuned for that in just a second. But first, I'm going to put in some mini marshmallows. These are those like little tiny marshmallows that you can find sometimes that are like freeze-dried and crunchy. They're so good. I don't know if you've ever bought those like outside of a cocoa pack, but you got to look for them. They're so fun to have, especially if you do a hot cocoa bar, which I love to do in the wintertime, like all of December, maybe even into January. So okay, let's talk about these antlers, because I know that deer have a season where their antlers are covered in velvet. So I decided to cover this with glue and add on some brown glittered flocking. Isn't that awesome? I love it. It's so soft and fuzzy and perfect for winter. Look at that. It's my favorite thing about these cards today. Okay, so now that the deer is done, let's move on to the melting snowman cup. I already had the polka dot paper out. I had it in pink, so let's go. You might have noticed that each one of these mugs I've done in pink. So here I have the pink on pink. The deer I did pink and brown, the penguin black and pink. So it's just fun to play with the different colors. I love it. So his hat band is going to be pink from that same glitter paper. And then I'll add on the teeny tiny eyes. It's so great to have a pickup tool for those little things like that. And then he has a little crooked smile, and you could place this however you want because remember, he is supposed to be melting. So you don't have to worry about perfect placement. Then I added on his little stick arms, and that melty part is also from the same mug die set with the melting snowman. So that is adorable. I love the tiny snowflake in this. It matches the snowflake in the Checker Stencil Add-On Snowflake stencil. You'll see, because I'm going to use it for these cards today. So there's all three of the mugs. Now I'm going to create backgrounds for them. So I'm going to use some new stencils that go with that checkered background right there. This is the new striped squares. So you're going to layer these two together. I'll show you that in the video. I'm going to use it 2 different ways today. And then there's the snowflake add-on, the star add-on, and the trees add-on. Tons of fun. The only one I'm not using is the stars today because I just need 3 backgrounds. So I am going to do my first layer of stenciling on this 6x6 piece of paper using my Blending Buddy brush and some spun sugar ink. So going with a really light pink to start, and that'll be my first layer. Now, to create a checkered background with the stencil, you do have to shift it and then stencil again to get that checker look. And this time I'm going a little bit darker with Kitsch Flamingo so you can see what the 2 colors look like there. I just love it. Now for the third layer, which is that striped square, I'm bringing in some black opaque texture paste. This is new from the holiday release of the Ranger products. And I love it. I love black accessories, black splatter, black rhinestones, black hearts. Like, I don't know, but I just tend to use the black accessories a lot. I'm going to use black sprinkles even on this card, so stay tuned for that. So there it is, so good. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to bring in some tea dye ink for my second background, and that's just my first layer. Remember, we need 2 layers, and I'm going to do 2 different shades of brown. So tea dye is the very first one. I will shift the stencil over and this time use Gathered Twigs so that I will have a light brown and a dark brown for this background, and that's going to give me the checkered look, and it does look good. I love it. All right, so now we're going to add in the trees. I'm going pink. Nobody said these trees have to be in green, right? Let's make it to match our card. So I will tell you, this is the one I was like, I am not sure about this. But I have a motto, just keep going. And so that's what I did, and I'm adding the new sparkle texture paste over this. So this dries with a shiny finish, and it has a like suspended glitter in it. It's not like full-on glitter, but it has suspended glitter in it that's a little bit shiny, iridescent-y. It's very good. So that's going to dry, and when it dries, you'll be able to see the pink through very well because that will dry clear. Clear, shiny with a touch of glitter. It's so good. All right, background number 3, I am doing spun sugar for both layers of my checkers. You don't have to switch colors. Just shift the stencil down and add that color. Now, over the top, I'm going to add those striped lines. Now, you may notice that some of my backgrounds look a little bit wonky on this 6x6 paper. That's because I am going to trim these down to make 5.5. It's really 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch cards is what I ended up with. All right, so now I am adding the snowflakes to the open layer. So I have done this checkered stencil, shifted it. I did the striped squares, and now I did the snowflakes, and then over the top of the snowflakes, I am doing snowfall grit paste, which is very much like snow. It has that rock candy glitter in it, which is a white glitter. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. Now, once I stenciled over my Distress Oxide ink, it turned that excess into kind of a light pink snowfall. So I'm just going to spread that out onto a piece of paper, not to waste it. Save it for something down the road. All right, all 3 backgrounds have now dried with their paste on them, and you can see them and what they look like. But we need some sentiments. So I'm bringing in the mini Winter Sentiments These are so cute. I'm going to die cut all the letters from cardstock that has been backed with rip and stick paper to turn my letters into little stickers. And those are going to be added on very easily to the shadow layer. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3 different sentiments, and they are going to go on my 3 different cards for my 3 different mugs. So this one's going to say Freezin Season because I just love that saying. I think it's really fun. And that one will go on my penguin card. There you can see what it looks like. The white layer is actually white glitter paper. And then Warm Hugs, that one's going to be for the deer, and Snowflake Kisses will be from my melty little snowman. So let's go ahead and make the card fronts. Everything on top is getting popped up with foam squares for some extra dimension. I think dimension, texture, these are the things we love about card making. Now, this is a brand new die set, also the gingerbread house add-on for the Trinity treat box. It has this like peppermint stick candy in it, and I wanted to use that to make a straw. So I did. A black and white striped straw, that's what it looks like. Both layers are glitter paper, and I left it opening in my foam squares that are on the back of my mug so I could just slide that in and glue it down, and it looks so cute. All right, here's the deer mug with his fuzzy antlers. Oh, it's so good. And then I'm adding onto this one Warm Hugs, and all of these cards would be great ones to add a gift card on the inside, I think. Right? Because they're coffee or cocoa. And then finally the snowman, look at him on that amazing background. I think this background is my favorite. The checkered with the stripes, with the snowflakes, with the snowfall grit paste. Oh my word. I love it. All right, so I realized I didn't need all the foam squares on the back of the word snowflake because it's going to overlap the mug. So I removed those and I added all of these to a white card base that measures 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and they are almost done because I like to add embellishments. So I'm going to bring out some clay bit sprinkles in black for this whipped cream, and you chose the circle ones. You can see there's some of those long skinny ones, but there's also some circle confetti, and that's what I liked for this card. So I added those. I think the penguin is so very cute. And then for my next card, I'm going to bring in some iridescent hearts. So there's some frosted ones in there, but I chose the iridescent, or not iridescent, but like clear ones. Clear and iridescent, they're very close. Not really. So I'll glue those down, and they're just kind of like floating up above the snowflake kisses. I thought hearts went with that perfectly. But speaking of hearts, we have a heart stencil that goes with this checkered stencil. There's a ton of different add-ons for the checkers, and I'm going to show some of them to you at the end of this video. All right, now I have some copper rhinestones I'm adding. They just have that really nice brown tone that has a titch of like red in it. So I thought it went really good with the brown color of my mug. So I used those, and now you can see all 3 of these totally cute cards. I had so much fun. Next, I wanted to show you what the Halloween set looked like that makes the Scream and Sugar mugs. So cool. And that set is available in the shop. Here's the cat add-on. You can see the ears, the handle is like its tail. And then here's the dog add-on. Now, the card I made that is a bear, I actually sold that card, so I don't have it to show you. And then this is the heart stencil add-on. You can see in the background. I wanted to show you that. And then in this background, you can see I used the hearts and the paw print stencil add-on. So good. I also used the dog face instead of on a mug on a popsicle. And I used the cat face on a ice cream cone, and I use the paw stencil all by itself in the background there. So lots of fun. I also have videos with all of those in the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. So if you want to explore their channel, you can find those. And all the things I used today are linked for you in the description box below. And I will be back again very soon on another video right here on the Trinity Stamps channel on Saturday. But until then, come find us on Facebook and Instagram too. I'll see you soon. Happy stamping. Bye.